Hey guys, what is up? My name is Brienne and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you with the second book in my reading marathon of my favorite authors' books, and today I will be reading City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. Alrighty, so I am currently on page 176 of City of Ashes, which is book 2 of the Mortal Instrument series, and I did not like the first book. Like, rereading it, I found I did not like the first book. I don't know, it just, there was so much that happened in the first book that I'm like, wait, this happened already? Like, I thought this happened later in the series, and in this one, I thought it was like maybe the next book or one of the last 3 where all the Silent brothers were killed, but it wasn't. It was this one. There's just a lot that happens in these series, and you're so used to like a longer series, not much happening like that's big and memorable in the first few books. So this one, it's nice to see that, and I did not very much like Isabel in the last one, but I'm liking her more in this one. And I don't think it was brought up in the first book that Isabel and Simon kissed at all. But she brings up while they're in the Sealy court that, oh, if I have to kiss Simon to leave the Sealy court, I will. It's not like I haven't done it before. And like nobody has a reaction to that, so I'm like, that's kind of funny. It's like they kind of just expected it to happen. But like, they are my favorite couple, like Simon and Isabel. Like, they don't get together for a while, but like I absolutely love them because they are so good together. And it's mostly because like Simon understands Isabel, and Isabel like has this side to her that people don't usually understand, but Simon gets her really well, and it's so nice. The relationship between Simon and Clary is kind of that awkward phase where it's like, we've been friends so long, maybe we should try like not being friends and get together. And like Simon, I have to give him props because once they kiss, he has so much confidence in them, and it's like he just calls her his girlfriend with so much conviction. He's like, yeah, she's my girlfriend. Like, that's just, he has so much confidence, and I love that. Like, I love that she brings out that confidence in him. But then she has to go and kiss Jace in the Sealy court, which kind of sucks. And I don't like the Sealy Queen. No, she's that character that I love to hate, but I really like the fact that she knows the secret about them not being related, and that the only kind of like blood relation that they have is this blood of the same angel. Like, because Valentine put more angel blood in Clary, Jace, and Jonathan. Like, Jace's name is not, well, it's actually Jonathan, but like Jace, and then there's Jonathan, who's actually Sebastian, but like Jonathan. That is the only way they're actually in any sort of blood relation, and that's not even like being related. So I mean, I get that, but like, how did they feel about the like incest or brother-sister relationship between Jace and Clary in this when it came out? Because you actually have absolutely no idea that's what the Sealy Queen means when you first read it, and I'm like, like, what is going on here? This is different. Like, what is going on? And then you see the relationship between Alec and Magnus growing too, and then when Jace gets back to the Institute after being kicked out and then starting a fight with the werewolf pack, and then coming back with Luke and all that, and he's in his room, and Alec comes to get him so that the Inquisitor and Maris can talk to him. Alec has a hickey on his neck, and Jace is like, what's that on your neck? And he like covers it, and he's like, nothing, I was just in a I was just in the park, and he's like, oh, so you ran into a vampire? He goes, no, I fell. He goes, you fell on your neck. So Alec has the issues a lot of girls have with talking to people and having hickeys, but he also just doesn't use makeup, so he doesn't know how to cover them up. And I don't think Magnus wants him to either, but like, that's good. And I like how Magnus is kind of like being sly about the relationship, like talking about it really, and like making innuendos in conversations about it, and it's really cute. Like, I like them together. I think they're one of my favorite relationships too. And I think Isabel and Simon, and then Alec and Magnus are like tied for my favorite relationship. Like, I get it, Clary and Jace are like the main couple that you're supposed to love, but like, come on, Jace is not that good. Like, he's an asshole most of the time. Like, I get it, it's like, oh no, like, the girl I love's actually my sister. Boo-hoo. Get over it. Don't be a dick. That's, he's just so mean, and he's got so much teenage angst. Like, I love it, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't need it. Like, it's not needed. I think everyone would love him more if he was a bit more of a soft boy, like Jem is in like the following trilogy, but like, he's not. And I like him more in the Dark Artifices. He's more of a soft boy, and he's more of like, oh, I'm there for you, Clary. He's like Simon is towards Clary while they're dating, and it's so sweet. Like, I love that. But yeah, so I am on chapter 9. It is called A Death Shall Have No Dominion, and I really forget what happens in a lot of these books individually. Like, I know the big plot, and I remember most of City of Heavenly Fire, because that was a big one and a lot happens in it. But yeah, I think I'm going to read some more and just try and plow through this, because I want to try and finish this series and get through all the books as soon as I can, because I want to have reread them all before the Lost Book of the White comes out. The Lost Book of Wait. The other book in the Elder's Curse series, because I read the first one and I cannot wait for the second one, because I have it pre-ordered and it's gonna come right after it comes out. So I'm excited, fingers crossed. I want to see how far I can get into this today, because I kind of started off on page like 90 something, no, 70 something, and I've actually read 100 pages, so I want to see how much more I can read, see how far I can get into it. I might be able to finish it today, probably not though, because that's a lot. I will probably finish this tomorrow and move on to book 3. So I have read a very decent amount since I last updated you. I am currently on page 364. I had to stop because my grandpa just went and got dinner, and so I had to like go get my plate and everything. But right now they are heading to Valentine's ship, him, Clary, Luke, and Magnus, because Simon and Maya have been kidnapped and are supposed to be the vampire and werewolf blood that Valentine wants to use in the ritual to turn the mortal sword to control demons. But yeah, he and so Imogen, the Inquisitor, is surprised to find out that Valentine was not willing to trade the mortal instruments for Jace, because she figured, oh, well, it's his son, he's gonna try and save his life, blah 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 blah, forgetting that Valentine is a psychopath and it doesn't matter that it's his child, he's still going to try and kill the Clave. That's it. And I think this is the part where Simon gets turned into a daylighter because he has to have Jace's blood, and I think it's because Valentine slit Simon's throat, which would have killed normal people, but he's a vampire, and so he's going to regenerate and not really die, because you can't really kill a vampire that way. And we've also gotten to the part where both Clary and Jace have discovered they have, like, abilities. Clary can draw and create new ruins nobody has ever seen, and Jace can literally jump off of anything and probably survive. He jumped off the top of the Institute to the ground without a scratch. He jumped 30 feet into the air to escape the Malachi configuration that would have killed him. Yeah. That's really about it. I got less than 100 pages left, I think. Just under 100 pages, honestly. Not too much. Yeah, just under 100 pages, like 90 pages left, so it shouldn't be hard. Is it 90 pages? Yeah, so it shouldn't be hard to finish. I will update you guys if I finish tonight, and then I'll update you guys tomorrow as well. I just finished City of Ashes, and I gave it a genuine 3 out of 5 stars, not a like 2.5 out of 5, no, like a genuine 3 stars. I really liked it. There was a lot of good character development in this book, and there was a lot more structure with the plot, and there were a lot more of what I could see of lead-ups to stuff that was going to be revealed in the next book and the following 3 after that you wouldn't know if you hadn't read it already. But even when I read it the first time, I did not see much of that in book 1. In book 2, it's more obvious. You meet more characters that give us a little more information that foreshadow what's going to happen. Still have not met Brother Zachariah, and I don't think we meet him until the last book. I know he's talked about maybe once or twice before that, but like we never actually meet him before then. We still don't know like why Church is still like alive, because he was actually around during the Infernal Devices. But I liked this. I liked the character development of Izzy in this book, and Alec. Alec had really good character development in this book, and so does Clary. Like, she has all these like internal realizations, and she tries stuff out with Simon, and he realized that's just not working. Like, it's not gonna work because she really doesn't feel the same way about him. Oh, and he's a daylighter now, so that's good. Like, he gets to walk in the daylight. I didn't realize for like 5.5 books he's a vampire. I didn't realize he was a vampire that long, but I guess he is. And so now we're kind of just left with Clary brokenhearted because she was going to tell Jace that she wanted to be with him, but then he like has this realization that he really can't be. There's all that awkward stuff. Simon breaks up with Clary. Maya's safe. Simon's developing a small crush on Maya. Not my thing. Really not my thing. Don't like her. Like, she's okay, but I don't like her for Simon. Like, she is so much more of a better character when she's independent and on her own. Myris, or Maris, I don't know how to say her name, but Izzy and Alec's mom, you see a lot more of her in this book, which I actually really appreciated, because like, where are all the parents? Like, Luke cannot just be the only adult. You need more supervision. especially because they're all teenagers. Like, what is going on? Why are they leaving all of these teenagers alone? Like, I get they're supposed to be more responsible. All teenagers are going to have their mistakes and screw-ups at some point, and there needs to be somebody around to watch for that, considering Hodge is no longer there either, and they had no, like, stand-in for that at all. So I'm like, okay, a little weird, but we can get past that, because now there's adults in this one. You meet Imogen, who is Stephen Herondale's mother. Stephen Herondale was part of the circle. He died, and so did his wife, and supposedly his unborn child. But I'm not going to get into that because, like, I technically haven't come across the reveal, which will be in the next one, which I might actually start reading tonight. But it was pretty good. There was a lot of character development. The plot was more planned out. The ending was more of, like, final, and it made me want to read more, because you meet one of Jocelyn's friends from Idris, and she's the only one who actually knew what her mom was planning to do, and she knows how to wake her up. So I think she gets woken up at the beginning of the next one, or in the middle of it. I'm not quite sure. But, like, when she's woken up, I know there's this whole conversation between her and Clary, and they're really tense. But I can't wait to see how that goes in the book. And then I really liked the development of Magnus in this book too, and the relationship with Alec that he has, because you don't see that much to start with, and I get that they get their own series, which is awesome. But it's not really as focused on them as it is, like, what they do. And so it's nice to see, like, just them in the books, which is really nice, because Magnus actually saves Alec's life because he gets thrown off the boat, and yeah. I actually really like this one, so there's that. I definitely recommend it after reading City of Bones. Like, you gotta get through that book before you can get to this one. Fair warning, there's just a lot of, like, questionable actions from Jason here, and he really wants Clary, even though he knows she's his sister at this point in time. And I get that they're all wrong and he's not actually her brother, but the fact that they believe they are at this moment in time and he still wants her is a little weird, a little out there, but yeah. Really good book, really questionable actions, very good character development, and very good plot layout. And that is all I have for this book. Alrighty guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section below which Cassandra Clare book is your favorite if you've read them. And if not, what is your favorite author and why?